What's up, everybody? This is Iron Trek 96 here, bringing you guys another figure review. So this time around, we're going to be taking a look at this really cool 4-pack that comes with the Joker, Nightwing, Batman, and Robin by Spin Master. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the packaging before we get on with the review. And as you guys can see right off the bat, the front of the box shows this really cool promotional artwork of the 4 figures that come included in this set. The rest of the box is really quite simple. I mean, there's nothing else really going on here. Once we get to the back of the box, it does have 2 still shots right here of the figures that come with it, as well as the accessories. But yeah, that's enough of the packaging. Let's go ahead and crack this guy open and get on with the review. Just in case you guys are wondering how this is opened up, it's in one of those boxes that allows you to not destroy it in order for you to get to the figures, so that's cool. It just simply opens up just like that, and then there you have all the figures that come in here, wrapped in this paper that pretty much make them seem like they've been mummified or something. So here we have a look at these figures outside of the packaging, and the first thing that y'all are going to notice is that these figures are bright. I mean, when it comes to that color scheme that they decided to add on to them, yeah, they really pop. So in terms of the accessories that come with these figures, the packaging doesn't necessarily tell you which ones correspond to which character. They do kind of show them holding you know, certain accessories, but not all of them. It doesn't show you the batons for Nightwing or the brass knuckle for Joker, as well as the drone or the grappling hook or whatever. So that's pretty much left up to you to decide who they belong to. So I mean, I'm gonna just assume that I got it right. Joker's accessories, he does have that little laughing gas canister or acid canister trumpet thing that's got that little tongue hanging out of it. So there's that, as well as these brass knuckles. So yeah, that seems like a very Joker-esque accessory to have, so let's go with that. Nightwing, he does obviously have his batons. They're just a simple piece of silver plastic. The only detail that they decided to add on to them is those little grooves right there at the top to I guess give it some detail. But that's pretty much it for the batons. And drone, I'm gonna just say that belongs to him. It's a very simple piece of gray plastic, silver plastic, whatever. Minimal detail on it, so there's that. Batman does come with that grappling gun right there, as well as, well, actually, you know what, this one right here is actually Nightwing, so that's another accessory that belongs to good old Nightwing. And so it's obviously not a batarang, so it has to be his because it's shaped like his chest emblem there. So Batman only comes with the grappling gun for his accessories. Lastly, Robin comes with his bow staff right there, as well as with his grappling gun. It's obviously his because that the tip right there is shaped like his Robin accessories that he normally uses. All right, so that's enough with the accessories. Let's go ahead and take a look at each and every single one of these figures individually, and let's get a closer look at the details that they have and the articulation. So here is the Joker. Let's go ahead and get rid of those little accessories, as we already saw earlier what they were. The figure itself is actually quite interesting. The face, the head sculpt on this guy gives me this very Arkham vibe from the video games, so that's good, especially when it's compared to like previous releases by Spin Master of this character, like say this one. It's more on the cartoony side, and especially the way that the whole overall body is like. I mean, as a whole, it's basically the exact same outfit. It's just less on the cartoony look, if you get what I'm saying, because they're clearly using the same outfit. They got the little flower, the shirt, the vest, everything's pretty much the same. The main difference is being obviously the head sculpts there, because yeah, they were obviously going with this more menacing, more serious look on this guy. Of course, they still have that ugly hole in the back that is honestly quite useless if you ask me. And they should really think about doing away with adding that extra or that unnecessary peg hole in the back. For the articulation on the Joker, he does seem to have ball joint for his head, although this joint that they used is very tight. It's kind of scary to move it around because it feels like it's just gonna snap off if you're not careful. So that is a bit on the sketchy side when it comes to that ball joint on the head. So there's that. The arms, they do have a swivel as well as a rotation that goes 360 on the shoulder there. The elbows do bend as well as rotate there. No wrist articulation, no torso, no waist. The legs do have a ball joint, so you get that range of movement there. You also have that upper thigh swivel right there. The knees do bend, and it's just a single joint, and it does have that rotation. And that's pretty much it for the Joker. So for Nightwing, he does pretty much have the similar articulation as Joker. The ball joint on the head is a little bit smoother on this guy, so you ain't got to worry about potentially breaking it off. So that's good, at least. The shoulders do have that hinge that goes in and out, rotates 360, bends at the elbow, rotates at the elbow. The legs do kick forward, back. They're on that ball joint. Thigh swivel, bend at the knee 1 point. And that's it for the articulation. I mean, for the most part, all of these figures are going to have the exact same articulation. In terms of the detail for this guy, I mean, look at that. That is just phenomenal. This guy's overall look that he has going on here for his armor, it's just badass. It looks like this very live action-esque tactical armor that you would probably see on live action superhero movies. So that's really cool, I think. So overall, it's a really nicely detailed figure for what it is, and it still does have that ugly peg hole in the back, unfortunately. But yeah, there's Nightwing. Next up is Batman. Now this is a very interesting Batman. It's not your conventional Batman that you'll see all the time, the Dark Knight. This Batman just gives me a completely different vibe when I look at him. I mean, immediately the first thing that comes to mind is that nightmare sequence from the DC cinematic universe movies, that live action ones, the Snyderverse or whatever you guys want to call it. That trench coat, that overall look, it just gives you that Mad Max post-apocalyptic vibe. Or even like that 0 point skin on of Batman on that they have on Fortnite. It's just something about this overall look that's pretty cool, and it's interesting. Let's take a closer look at the details in the overall trench coat. I mean, that thing is looking really nice. They really did a good job adding all that detail in. The utility belt is pretty simple. They could have added more color to it, but again, these are Spin Master figures that are more meant to be toys and played with, as opposed to collector pieces. He does have that grappling gun he was holding earlier molded on there. It is obviously molded in a way that it's more to scale as to what that grappling gun would actually look like when compared to him, as opposed to this one that he was holding earlier, which is a bit exaggerated on the size because it's meant to be a toy. It's meant to be like this accessory that's meant to just stand out. So articulation on this guy is pretty much the exact same as the rest of these figures in the set. Ball joint at the head. He does have a bit of a difficulty rotating like the Joker, so that's unfortunate. The shoulders do go in and out, rotate 360, bend at the elbow, rotate at the elbow. The thighs are on that ball joint, swivel at the upper thigh, bend at the knee, rotate at the knee, and that's it for the articulation. So all in all, there's the Batman that comes with this set. And lastly, here we have a look at Robin. So right away out of the bunch, I want to say that he's got to be my favorite one, simply because the overall look that his armor has is pretty badass, if you ask me. Even the colors on this guy, they're not too offensive to the eye. I mean, you look at him and obviously green, red, and yellow, you're like, ooh, what's going on here? But I mean, the simple fact that you're, oh wait, that's Robin. Okay, that makes perfect sense now. I mean, it just works perfectly for this guy. The articulation is the exact same as the rest of them. Ball joint at the head. And like Nightwing, his rotation at the head is a lot smoother, so you don't have to worry about potentially breaking this guy by simply trying to rotate his head. Shoulders go in and out, rotate 360, bend at the elbow, rotate at the elbow. Legs are on that ball joint. They have the upper thigh swivel, bend at the knee, rotate at the knee. So that's it for the articulation on this guy. I mean, they're all literally the exact same articulation for all these figures. But yeah, back to the detail on this guy. I mean, look at that. That overall just armor plating on his chest, on his torso, on, you know, the utility belt that's actually been painted in a bright yellow color, much like how the classic Batman utility belt is. Yeah, like overall, he has a really cool look to him. For creative people out there that want to get you know, creative when it comes to customizing figures, you can use this guy as your base figure to paint him differently, and you could easily make this guy into a completely different action figure with all this badass armor. But still, all in all, yeah, this has got to be my favorite one out of the bunch. So yeah, there's Robin. For a quick size comparison of these figures, here we have them next to a few other Batman figures from different toy lines, as well as that one Joker right there that's a predecessor, I guess, to this one by Spin Master. And because why not, here we have a look at those figures next to a few other 3 3/4 inch scaled figures from different toy lines, like Star Wars or Iron Man 2, as well as Man of Steel and The Dark Knight. And because why not, War for Cybertron Deluxe Class Megatron. For my final thoughts on these figures, I say they're definitely worth picking up. I'm not entirely sure if these guys are Amazon exclusive or not, because that's where I picked them up from. So if they are exclusive to Amazon, definitely go for it. The asking price on these Spin Master figures is not too ridiculous, especially for what they are. So that's a good at least. So as it is right now, I say go for it. The overall look and feel to these figures, and the simple attention to detail, as well as the paint job that they add on to them, is really good quality, to be honest with you guys. So yeah, it's a go. I say go for it. From what I'm seeing so far as a collector, Spin Master is doing a really good job with these 4-inch figures. They've not only done figures like, say, this Joker that is more on the cartoony side, or these guys right here that we're taking a look at today that are more on the hybrid between live action and cartoon. But they've also made figures that are live action based, such as the Robert Pattinson Batman toy line that they released, as well as the Flash movie toy line. And even, like, say, this 100th anniversary, celebrating every story DC theatrical multi-pack here that has all these other live action versions of figures that Spin Master has also released. So for the most part, well done to Spin Master. All right, so this concludes my review of this awesome 4-pack of figures that we have here. If you guys like this video, please feel free to hit a thumbs up. Also, share this video. It would really help me put my content more out there. And definitely feel free to subscribe to the channel if you like. It would really help me out as a creator. And it would honestly mean a lot to me if you guys help my channel grow. It would help me put out more videos such as this out there for you guys. But ultimately, I am truly grateful that you guys tuned in to this video. And stay tuned for new videos that are coming up in the future. Yeah, that being said, this is Iron Trek 96 saying thanks for watching.